What is going on YouTube? Another video coming at you from JD's NerdVerse. Welcome back. We are playing through today as Ekans. This is the first battle we're having right now. If you want to go ahead and watch, we're fighting Squirtle. And we start off the game with Rap and Leer. Not the greatest combination in the world, but gets the job done. And we take, I don't think we take any damage yet. We take no damage. So welcome back. This is my Pokemon playthrough series where I play through every Pokemon in order in the game. And if you've never been there before, here are the rules. First off, I can only use Ekans in battle, or Arbok. I will let my Pokemon evolve. I play through with the evolution version of the Pokemon. It's perfectly fine. And also, it is a running clock. I cannot. It's not like I can. If I faint and go back, I don't reset the time. The time is consistently running. This is strictly about me beating the game from beginning to end. Beating the game. That's what this is about. The clock will stop for 3 instances. One will not occur in this playthrough, but and that's if I need to buy like a move from the game corner, and I don't have and you can only buy 50 coins at a time in Gen 1. So I pause the game for that. I don't penalize the Pokemon for the fact that it's so difficult to get one move or two moves or whatever. So that's one reason in which I may pause the game. The other two reasons are, one is Lieutenant Surge's Gym, because you can't find that button right away all the time, so I'm not going to penalize a Pokemon because it takes forever. And two, the other reason is this is subjective, but if I stop and go to like a computer to dump some stuff, that would be the other reason. So playing through as Ekans. Ekans, I've never played through as Ekans before. I've had him on my team once, kinda, and that was loud. That was my monster can. Sorry about that. So if that scared you, I apologize. Kind of scared me a little bit. I played with Ekans once, but he never really was a part of my team. He was on the team when I played through the first Pokemon game I ever had, Pokemon Blue, when I was like maybe 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old. And he literally was just on the team. He never actually participated. I never got him the Arbok. He's just Ekans, and he's at level 20. I think it was level 20 the entire game. Never used him. I used Charizard and Dugtrio. So let's look over Ekans' stats. There's not a lot of good here. He doesn't have any great stat. I guess the best stat is attack, which isn't bad. I guess his stats aren't horrible because they are pretty well evenly distributed. They're around the same. I guess health could be a little better. But when you evolve into Arbok, the stats get a little better, but they're not significantly great. But you do get faster, and you do have a better attack, and you're just a decent stat. You have decent stats. It's the best way I can put it. Okay? Now let's look at the move pool. So the move pool is not very good. There's only literally seven moves it learns. It comes out of the box. Like level 5, it has Rap and Leer. So Rap isn't bad because it gives you the ability to not be attacked. So that's good because we have low health. Leer is good because it lowers the opposition's defense, so your Rap or whatever move it is more effective. So does Screech. We are Poison type, so Poison Sting is okay. It's just not a great move. And then we also get Bite. Bite's great, and Acid would be great except from this playthrough. And Glare causes it paralyzes the opposition. But the level up moveset's not what's good about this Pokemon. It's not bad. I mean, you could probably get through a decent part of the game with this, and because you have Acid's a good stab move, but it's like a very low base stab move. But the benefit, I'm gonna let you watch our rival fight right now. So our fight, we go in level 10. I checked to see how much Poison Sting would do, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna lower his defense real quick. And then we use Rap, and Rap is like a very quick knockout. And what's good about Rap is it cannot attack back. I think that's why his defense his HP is so low. So I'm lowering his, and I'm hoping what I do is I Rap. Oh, that could have been bad right there, but I got it. And what I'm hoping here is I barely get this attack. If it wasn't for Rap being able to stop the opposition from attacking you, I wouldn't have beat that. So now we go and fight in Brock's gym, and I'll go over the moveset as soon as we beat Brock, I promise. So we go to fight in Brock's gym. We're using Leer, using our strategy here, and then Rap is like super effective. And then same strategy, we just got to tank a hit or two. And then hopefully Rap just prevents it. And the other thing is if you outspeed, it's a great strategy because you can You can wrap before they ever attack you, so it's pretty nice. So then we get all the way to Brock. I don't know what level we're at. We'll find out about 30 seconds. You're learning this with me. Level 14. So the whole strategy here is this Leer once or twice, but using Leer on Geodude is kind of pointless. And the reason why is Geodude will always just counter it with a defense curl. So your best bet is to attack him and try to beat Geodude as quickly as possible. Now, we get through Geodude with a lot of health, so that's good. Now, Leer will be more effective against Onix. Onix does not have defense curl, and Onix has a move called Bide. So if you've never seen this before, Bide, what it does is whatever you attack him, whatever damage you deal, it'll deal it back double over a couple turns. So if you attack 3 turns and you do 3 damage per turn, that's 9 damage total over 3 turns, he'll deal back 18 to you. Okay? Now, in this case, if you go first and you see that he uses Bide, you can just use Leer, which lowers his defense, and then when you wrap, it does more damage, which is where we're at. So we only have like 3. So, yeah, he uses Bide there, so he uses Leer to lower his defense. See, nothing happens whenever he releases his no energy. Yeah, so if you do an attack that doesn't actually attack, it's just like a status thing, like lowers or raises your health, he won't hurt you. So if you're using like Growl or something like that, it won't hurt you. But we are getting a decent amount done. I'm not even taking a lot of damage. And this was crazy because you just... What I didn't realize about Ekans before I did this run. So I'm going to be honest. Before I did this run, I'll talk about that after this is done. But before I did this run, I was not looking forward to this run at all. Because I never used Ekans. I didn't think he'd have a good move pool. And then when I started doing research, and I do 2 times the research. One is my own research, where I'll look up the stats, and I'll look up moveset, things like that. And then I was like, okay, that's not too bad. There's some pretty good moves here. You can definitely find a way to win the game with this moveset. Then I also do another thing where I go watch other YouTubers. I kind of see where they struggled. Now, I watch, the one I watched was Scott's Thoughts, and his is kind of like a bad one to watch for this because he plays through Pokemon Yellow. But he did give me some insight into where Ekans would have issues and what you need to do, where kind of you had to like compensate a little bit by either having extra moves or going a different route until you can handle something, so on and so forth. So that's really what it's for. It's just kind of give an idea of what it is. Sometimes, you don't have someone to reference. So, and sometimes like the first 3 Pokemon of this series I'm doing, I didn't reference any of them. I just went and did it. But the first Pokemon I did, he was kind of the guinea pig, I guess, but he got 2 runs before I actually recorded a run. So his 3rd run was the one I recorded, and it still wasn't that good. So sometimes just going off a whim is okay. But anyway, so his moveset. So this is like the big thing about Ekans is his moveset. He learns Toxic, which is a very good poison move if you use it. I don't use Toxic very much. I haven't come across a lot of Pokemon where I need it. Body Slam. Very good move. Good base power, good accuracy. Takedown and Double Edge. I don't like to use them unless I absolutely have to because they deal back damage. Double Edge is the best of the 2 if you can get Double Edge. It's very easy to get Double Edge. It's not like it's not easy. It's just you got to fight an extra guy, but it's okay. Mega Drain and Earthquake. Very good moves. Fantastic moves. So automatically you have something that's going to help with Giovanni as soon as you beat Erica. Mega Drain, he has pretty much all all ground type Pokemon, so Mega Drain is pretty effective. Earthquake is very effective. I think it's the best ground move in the game. I lied. Fissure is, but Earthquake's way more accurate. Dig is very good. You can get Dig very early, so having access to Dig really helps any Pokemon I do a playthrough with. Mimic will just basically helps if we can't get certain moves, but I think we're going to be fine. Double Team. I use Double Team if Pokemon is just having issues getting through like one Pokemon. I'll use Double Team to raise stats and get a couple of the badge boost in, and then I'll use other moves to take them down. I don't use Bide. I don't use Skull Bash. I don't use Rest. I don't use Substitute. But Rock Slide's very useful because Rock Slide, a lot of some Pokemon you face later in the game, it's very good to have a move you can beat them with. For example, Lance's Gyarados is a very tough Pokemon to actually take on. There's not a lot of things that are effective against it, but it's Dragon Flying, which doesn't make sense. I think it's more water than flying, but Dragon Flying is what its typing is. So you don't have much. Actually, it's not even dragon because ice moves don't have effect on it. So it's like water dragon or water flying or something like that. So it's not dragon, even though it's on the dragon team. So ice moves don't have an effect. So and if it's flying, ice moves should have an effect. It doesn't make sense. But rock slide is the most effective move that basically we got that we can use against them. 2-degree body slam can be used as well. So either one of those two would be effective using against Lance. But rock slide's a little bit better against flying type for sure. So yeah, Ekans does not have a lot of bad things. It's got not a great moveset, but the moves he gets are very effective. It's not like he gets like crap moves. In the game, like I use this analogy when I played with Rattata. The game kind of snowballs. You get momentum going, and you get momentum to build and keep going in the game. It's not like you hit like a wall. So for example, in this game, you got Rap and Leer. It's a good combo early. Then you get Poison Sting. It helps you a little bit. And then you get Bite. And then here in a little bit, you're going to get Dig. And here a little bit before, you're going to get Body Slam. And you keep go a little further. Then you get Rock Slide. Then you go a little further. And then you get Earthquake. So the game just progresses very well. And it builds. And that's what I mean by it snowballs. You build momentum pretty well. Because you're gradually adding stuff that widens what you're more effective against. The last couple runs I've done, like for example, I just did Spearow. That was not the case. I did not have this. I had a little bit of the snowball effect, not nowhere near as it wasn't like it's way better than Pidgey. Let me say that, because you get Peck, that's a good move. You get you can get Fury Attack, and then you get Drill Peck, and then you get Swift, and then you can get Sky Attack if you want to. Then you get Fly. So you can kind of snowball a little bit with them, but not anywhere near close to like Rattata was very good at that, and Ekans it snowballs to me. So right now we're facing Misty's gym, not her specifically, but just the minions in her gym. I call them minions, her trainers, whatever you want to call them. Ekans, I'll go back to my story about how surprised I was, and we're about to have a third rival fight. So, no, yeah, it's the third. The first one you face is in Professor Oak's thing. So I initially thought that this was going to be a tough run, but it was not as tough as I thought. It was a very solid run. I'm not going to get too much into details right now, and I'll let you finish the video and watch the rest. But I was pleasantly surprised with how this run ended up playing out. And now we fight our third rival battle. So right now we have Bite. I go for Rap. I think I actually lost this one once. I think he sand attacks me so much after I tried doing Bite. So I went for Rap this time instead. Rap makes it so he can't attack me, so that's why I went that route. It's not the most effective move, but that's the route I went. So now I'm using Poison Sting, and the reason why I'm using Poison Sting is just to conserve my PP. So, and I got that stupid little dirty bird got a little bit of sand attack on me. Using Leer, lowers his defense, and use Tail Whip. That won't be effective later, so I ditched that move pretty quick here in a little bit. Leer. So now we level up to Arbok. So now we got the boosted stats the rest of the game. The problem is we're not going to level up again to have another boost in stats, but it's okay. So we playing through, and I'll use this opportunity to do a little bit of product placement, or a little bit of shout outs to my YouTube and social. You can watch these. We steamroll through Nugget Bridge. We're such a higher level than everyone else, and we just steamroll right through it. And we're an evolved Pokemon as well, so we do pretty well. That was same type. They're poison, we're poison, so poison on poison doesn't work very well. It's a normal move too. So first off, I would appreciate if anyone watching this, please follow the channel. Please hit that subscribe button. You'll get notification bells every time I do a video like this. And I'm got more content coming. I'm currently, as soon as I'm done doing this voiceover, working to get the voiceover done for I'm working to get Pikachu done. I gotta play through with Pikachu, and I got some correcting to do in that voiceover, so it's gonna be fun. But I've said some things about what his moveset is early, and I was wrong, and I gotta correct that. But it is what it is. Also follow me on Twitter. Twitter is JD's NerdVerse at Twitter, at JD's NerdVerse, and Instagram is JD's _nerd_verse. I post my stuff on there all the time, so if you don't want to hit the notification bell, be notified every time I post a video. At the very least, you could do is follow me on there, and then you'll at least see that when I post a video in your feed, and you can watch if you want. There'll be a link in it. It's up to you. But Arbok. So what are the benefits to Arbok? Well, right now, we have 3 moves that can do enough damage to get by. We have Bite, which is a decent amount of hit point, or PP, 25. We have Wrap, which I believe is like 30. And Poison Sting is in the 20s as well. That's good, because we don't have to go back and heal as long as we can avoid getting hit. So for most Pokemon, other than this hiker here, like rock Pokemon, we don't have to go. We can just knock him out in one hit. So like right now, we're about to face. I think this kid has a Rattata. Yeah, this should be a one hit, unless he uses a quick attack, and this should also be a one hit. Yeah. So we're getting a lot of these one hits, and as long as we don't take any damage and we have enough power points, we can keep going as long as we want without having to go back and heal. Eventually, you do. That's just kind of the part of the game. And we get that ever rare flinch. Nice. And as long as we outspeed, we'll always go first. So this is the part of the game where you just get a lot of it. You just get a lot of, like, I wouldn't say easy battles, but they're definitely like very manageable battles. Now Nidoran female, she has a we're same type, but Nidoran female has high defense compared to Nidoran male. And then the hiker's always a pain in the butt. But we're 11 levels higher, so it's a 2-hit knockout. Thank goodness these don't have self-destruct. That would be like just a pain to deal with right now. Another Geodude. It's a 2-hit attack. Oh, no, it's not. I must have got a critical hit on the one. Or maybe he's the same level, so must have got a critical hit. And we're going slow here. I don't know why we're going slow. I guess past me is trying to just mess with future me. Alright, so Arbok levels up level 25 and knockout. So now we have one more trainer we have to get through before we get to Bill's house. This trainer can't... Oh, I got one more Pokemon I got to knock out first. My bad. So this trainer that we're about to get can be tough. She can be if you have a certain Pokemon. Most of the time, we don't actually have too many issues with her. Because if you have like a water type, she's an issue. Because she has like 2 grass type with a Pidgey squeezed in between. So you could take a while knocking out the Oddish. You could take a while to do that. It could definitely happen. But if you get to the Pidgey and you don't have a move that can knock him out, he can sand attack you, make that last Oddish or Bellsprout or whatever it was very complicated. So you get to Bill's house, and he gives you the ticket for SS Anne. And what this does, really this isn't a big deal. This is part of the game. But what we're doing now is we're getting our next move. The next move that we can acquire, which is very convenient. It's a very good move. Anytime a Pokemon has the ability to use this move, it's freaking fantastic. And that is Dig. Dig opens up a lot of runs because automatically we have a 100 base power move that is very accurate. It's a setup move, but you also don't get to get hit. It's very nice. I love this move. Anytime Pokemon can learn this move, it's fantastic. Alright, so now with that move now, I'm confident we can take... I probably could take on Misty without that, because we can lower her defense. But we take on Misty, we use Dig, and I literally just got it, so I have not moved stuff around. So we use Dig, 1-hit knockout. I don't think Starmie is a 1-hit knockout. I think it's a 2-hit. Yeah, we barely take any damage, though. And I take a Bite because I tried to save PP. I don't know why. I'm gonna heal right after this. It was stupid on my part. So now we're on the SS Anne. I don't know if we got Body Slam yet, or if we're about to get Body Slam. I don't know. We'll look at our moveset here. But then we get Dig, and we immediately get Body Slam right after that. Oh yeah, we got Body Slam. So Dig and Body Slam are going to be 2 of our staple moves for a while in this game. We still have Leer in case we ever come across someone we need to lower their defense. It doesn't happen very often because early in the game you need it because you have a limited moveset, and it makes your move you're using a little more powerful. But right now, pretty much as long as we can get off a Dig, we're going to knock out everything in 1 or 2 hits. And we have Body Slam, which is also going to help us knock out everything in 1 or 2 hits. So we evolve into we level to level 28. We beat our rival. His name is Dukes. If you've ever seen Archer, you'll know what Dukes is. One of the characters says it all the time whenever something bad happens. So now we take on Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge is a freaking joke. Body Slam could probably knock him out in one hit, but Dig will definitely do it because Dig's a ground type move. I don't remember what we do here. Do we do Dig or Body? Okay, we do Dig. So Dig, one hit knockout, kaboom. Dig again. We get a little bit of damage because Pikachu wants to be a little quick attack and jerk. And Raichu, this punk ass bitch, gets knocked out. Okay, good. So we steamroll through Lieutenant Surge. I love, if you ever watched J Rhodes, I love his jokes about Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge now been demoted to Private Surge. Now he's like manager of the gift shop at the Military Museum Surge, so on and so forth. So this is the toughest trainer you really face for most of the game. Because he does not, he has it like, no, it's not him. I'm sorry. We're looking at the wrong one. Hikers are tough. It doesn't matter who you have. Hikers are usually tough to face because rock type, there's just not a lot of stuff you can do against rock type. If you have a move that's effective, fantastic, great. But we don't have moves that are super effective. Dig will do pretty well for the most part. But you're just not designed to beat them. But Dig will do enough to some of them. But if you don't have Dig or a water type or grass type move, these guys can be very tough. Because expect not so much this one as much. But the next one we come across, this guy coming up right here, right now. After we get through there. Right here. This guy has 3 Pokemon. All 3 of them have self-destruct. Now what happens here is the perfect case scenario. What you want is you want to Dig. He self-destructs. He kills himself. And then when you throw out the other Pokemon, boom, knocks out the other one. That is the best case scenario. I love it when that happens. That is like, if you ever watch A-Team, I love it when a plan comes together. That's like perfect. That's exactly what you want to do against that trainer. I'm drinking my drink. My monster, it's in a thing with a straw, so I don't have to keep opening and closing the exploding can over here at Monster. So we get through Rock Tunnel. Rock Tunnel was kind of a joke. If you have Dig, it's going to be a joke. We're at level 33. We're leveling up pretty well right now. And just for fun, we have a lot of power points left, so I decided to fight this girl. There's not really any purpose to it other than get extra levels. We're in a good spot right now. We're at 54 minutes, 58 minutes actually, and we're taking on our 4th gym. We're gonna fight everyone in here. The reason why we're gonna fight everyone in here is we need to get a couple extra levels. I've made some mistakes in the past of assuming that getting just enough levels and doing like as minimum battles as possible we'll still get through the Elite Four. It's a different animal. If you ever play through a playthrough. When you have 5 or 6 Pokemon, you can compensate for one like blanketly crazy like weird attack that you take. Okay, if you play through, you can compensate for that because you have 5 or 6 Pokemon. With one Pokemon, that one Pokemon has to do everything. It has to be able to knock everything out you come across. It has to be able to take hits from everything you come across. So that's where the challenge really comes in when you play through with one Pokemon. Is you're putting everything into that one basket for that one Pokemon, and you got to find a way for that one Pokemon to be effective and to compensate for the lack of the other 5 Pokemon you do not have. So that's where the drastic difference in having do I have a paralyzed? I do. Okay. So that's where the drastic difference comes in. So like I've been more apt or more inclined to fight extra battles. I've been more inclined to do that. To fight these extra trainer battles in these gyms. Because getting those extra levels, it might take a minute or two, but you're going to blast through some parts of the game. And then I've had it where I've got through the whole game pretty easily, then got to Elite Four, and I was there forever. So, yeah, getting these extra battles is definitely a benefit. It's not going to hurt anyone. It's not going to hurt me. It's not a big deal. And... all right, so we got this girl. We should be a one-hit. This should be... no, it's not a one-hit knockout. Wow, okay. And we paralyze her, and then we get the knockout. So now we're going to face Erica. The reason why we are facing Erica right now is Erica is going to help us with a move called... Mega Drain. It's not a great move by any stretch, but what it does is it is super effective against ground type Pokemon, rock type Pokemon. It's kind of effective against water. It should be more effective. Water should be weak to grass, but in this game it doesn't seem to show as much. And it's going to help us with Giovanni. And also it replenishes our health, so that's not bad either. So it's got some nice added benefits to it. And Tangela. It's like a little punk ass bitch. Every gym leader had, well, not every gym leader, but most gym leaders have one Pokemon that's just like a punk ass bitch. And Erica, it's her Tangela. I hate Tangela. It's like the worst Pokemon. I cannot. I am dreading playing through this Tangela. It's going to be a bad playthrough. But yeah, we're playing through right now. We're fighting Tweedledee and Tweedledum. The guys are outside of Giovanni's hideout, whatever you want to call it. And we're facing him right now. And yeah, we're just, he's not very tough. I'm not going to lie to you. He's not very tough. So we, like I said, Mega Drain replenishes our health. That's really the benefit to having it. So we beat Tweedledee. And now we're going to face Tweedledum. And Tweedledum, they basically have the same Pokemon, but one has the evolved version of Ekans and one has the evolved version of Sandshrew. Which, that's actually a playthrough I'm really excited about, because my next playthrough is Pikachu, which I'm going to start filming right after this voiceover. The following one is Sandshrew. I've never played through with Sandshrew. I've never used Sandshrew. I don't know anything about Sandshrew. I've not even looked at his moveset yet. I'm excited, because I've never played through with... I've had a Pidgey on my team before. I've had a Spearow. I might have had a Rattata. I think I played through once and tried to evolve every Pokemon early just to get everyone evolved. So I'd evolve them into Eradicate and then put them in the computer. And like I said, Giovanni's a joke. Dig is a 2-hit, and I really don't know what Guard Spec does. I need to look it up at some point because I keep saying that in my videos, but I really don't know what Guard Spec does. And now he's got Rage, and his Rage is kind of building, but we knock him out long before Rage is ever a factor. So now we're fighting I think it's our 5th rival fight. Yeah, the SSN was the 4th one. This is the 5th one. This one's a joke. So like I said, I if you've watched this before, I've commented that I truly believe that the intent of Nintendo when they created this game was that you would come out of Rock Tunnel and go immediately into Pokemon Tower and fight this battle. But a lot of people, know that that's not what you're supposed to do, or not. It doesn't make sense to do it. Let me rephrase that. Makes sense to go get stuff at Celadon City. You got more moves. You fight more trainers. You can get more experience. So get a gym badge, so on and so forth. So most people never go into this right away. But that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to come right out of the Rock Tunnel, and you're still over leveled regardless. So I don't know if I told this story, but fun story. I actually played this once. I beat Giovanni. And I went here, and I did not have the Silph Scope. And what was stupid is I did not have the Silph Scope because I was standing on the Silph Scope. I was behind Giovanni when I started the fight, and that's where he drops the Silph Scope. And I dug out of there not thinking anything of it because I didn't see the Pokeball because I was standing on it. Didn't think anything of it, and I went all the way over here, all the way to the Pokemon Tower, just to have to go back and get the Silph Scope. It was great. It was funny. I've learned little nuances in this game. I learned that if you are on the SSN and you do not if you do not get cut from the captain, it will not leave the port. You can leave. When I was a kid, I used to think you had to go on the SSN, and if you left, you were done. So what I would do is if I needed to, I would faint. I get knocked out, go back, heal, and then go back on there to fight some more battles to get as much experience as possible before I fought my rival. So that's what I used to do. And then I get panicked if I beat everyone or they didn't get knocked out. So I'm like, oh no, I can't go back. I did not know this, but the SSN will not leave until you talk to the captain. You can go out, heal, and come back. You can go out and buy 9 things, come back. You can go unload your bag into the computer of all your stuff. So you have room to gather a bunch of other things that are on the. You can do all that. It will not leave until you do that. I did not know that until I played through doing this. So one time I beat the rival and just oh hoo, and I ran off. I Mario'd it, and I ran off. And then I went to go to get cut. I'm like, oh no, I forgot to get cut. So I had to go back on the boat. It didn't leave. and it will not leave until basically the captain's sick, and until the captain's feeling better, he won't leave. He won't leave the port. Is what it is, and that's why you got to rub his back and whatever, and he gives you cut. But I did not know that. It's something I just did not know until I played this game through. And when you're playing this game through, you try to be fast, so you forget little things like that. So yeah, now we're in what's his name's gym, Koga's gym. Honestly, to me, and this is just me personally, you can have your opinion on this. I feel like Koga's trainers in his gym, minions, whatever you call them, I feel like they're just much better and much more difficult than he is. Even though 90% of them aren't not really poison type Pokemon. Like Drowsy's psychic. Hypno is psychic. They're not psychic poison. That doesn't make sense. But regardless, I mean, we have to, that's the Pokemon we have. That's the Pokemon we have to fight. And right now, we're just way over leveled. So this is what I mean by some Pokemon are over leveled and still don't do enough damage. Arbok is just one-hitting everything. So now, like, we're literally fighting every battle. We're in level 40. We have Koga, and then we have our next rival fight, Abra, and Sabrina. Yeah, trainer of Abra, Sabrina. And then Blaine, and then Giovanni. Another Giovanni fight. Well, 2 more Giovanni fights, actually. So we have some pretty big fights left, and we're at level 42, so we're progressing very well. Arbok is doing very well. Ekans is doing very well. I like I said, when I played through, I was very surprised at how well. There are some surprises in here. Just because of its stats, you can get knocked out if you're not like paying attention, or if you're just in the wrong spot, or you just don't hit one attack at some point. There were some knockouts. There were some resets back to some defeats, so to speak. But for the most part, we progressed to go. We're an hour and 14 minutes. We do have some decent more parts of the game that we're getting through here, but for the most part, we're doing very well. We're facing another Arbok, and we obliterate it. So now we face Koga, the poison type. So this would be like same type, but here's the thing. Here's what's nice about facing the same type Pokemon. Usually, you have the advantage because you can have different types of moves. Your opposition doesn't. So they only have like for they only have moves for the type they are. They only have poison moves. They don't have like Muck doesn't have like Mega Punch or something to affect you. So that's kind of like the benefit to fighting gym leaders, is you kind of know what you're expecting, and you know what kind of moves they're gonna hand your way. Like for example, there's gonna be a lot of self-destruct. There's gonna be a lot of smog. There's gonna be a lot of sludge and toxic things like that. So now we're fighting our next rival fight. This one. Usually I have to fight the rival fight a few times. I gotta find a strategy, or I gotta level up a little bit more. But this one, I believe, goes very well because we use Rock Slide. It's a 2-hit knockout, and Pidgeotto is stupidly uses Whirlwind. I don't know why that move is on your moveset at this point in the game. So now I'm trying to decide what move to use. Dig should be a 1-hit. Yep, it's a 1-hit. Execute should be, I think Body Slam is a 1-hit. Yep. So now we level up again. Alakazam. I think if I use Dig's a 1-hit. Yep. So now we're down to Blastoise. And Blastoise Mega Drain doesn't do squat. It does nothing. He does more to us than Mega Drain is a grass type move. It does not make sense to me how Mega Drain does not do anything against water type Pokemon, it feels like. But we get the win. And we're moving on. I don't know if anyone's ever played this. It's a game called Poke MMO. It's a modded game that you can play through, and you basically can play through the first 5 generations of Pokemon all at once. You can use the boats or whatever to jump from one area to another, and you can pretty much build an entire team out of everyone, like every generation. So if you want to, so like for example, my team, I'm loading it up right now on my phone while we're doing this, and okay, so yeah, I just realized my phone's on airplane mode, so I'll just the internet. So now we're facing Giovanni. Giovanni should be a walk in the park. Dig should knock out Nidorino. We should knock out Kangaskhan pretty handily as well. I don't know if Dig's gonna knock it out 1 hit, but it's not gonna do much to us. That's the thing. We get the knockout. Rhyhorn should be a 1 hit. We're gonna regain our health too. Yep. And we beat Giovanni. Giovanni is a cakewalk. Now, Sabrina, we don't fight all of her gym leaders or all of her trainers in her gym because we don't really need to. We're such a high level, I think this is one we can skip. Because pretty much to get through Blaine's gym, you either have to answer stupid questions or you have to fight everyone. And I'd rather just fight everyone. It takes about the same amount of time to me. So I just go ahead and fight everyone and just get the extra experience points while I can. So that's my philosophy, and that's how I do this. So this doesn't make sense to me that Dig knocks out Venomoth. But Sabrina is a joke. We outspeed all of her Pokemon. We didn't one-hit Venomoth, but it's still two-hit. And then we should outspeed right here. Well, we don't outspeed. Or we do outspeed. We just didn't do enough damage to knock it out in one hit. So we beat Sabrina. Now we're facing Blaine. Blaine. And right now, the level we're at... What level are we at? 49. So we're almost at level 50. And we have Blaine, which I think we level up during this fight. Mind you, keep in mind that we have not used the badge boost glitch at all in this. We don't have a move that initiates the badge boost glitch for us. So keep that in mind as we're playing here. That we have not used the badge boost glitch. So this is kind of like how the Charizard run went. For the most part of the game, up until... the last rival fight before you fight the champion, we were up for lost train of thought there for a second. Last rival fight, we didn't use any of the badge boost glitch. We didn't use anything that boosts our stats and abilities. We just played through normally. So now I've decided to get rid of Dig. We don't really need Dig anymore. We can't dig anywhere, and I don't want to accidentally click on Dig and get sent out of the Victory Road. So I decided, you know what, I'm just going to teach Dig. We're going to use Dig to help take out this gym. And it's it's not a one hit. I stand corrected. It was not a one hit. So I mentioned PokeMMO. So I'll give you an example of PokeMMO. So my Pokemon, I have Gardevoir. That's my psychic type. I have Lucario. He's my fighting type. I have Blaziken. That's my fire type. I have Poliwrath, which is my favorite Pokemon in Gen 1. I have Venusaur, which is my favorite grass-type starter. There's probably better ones out there if I played more. And then I have Ampharos, who's my electric type. So it's just always like these. So you can play through in every generation and play with whatever Pokemon you want. Now, here's why I brought this up. I just mentioned that whenever you face a gym leader, you pretty much face a gym leader, and all it has is moves that are relevant to its typing. Or what the emphasis of the gym is. However, PokeMMO, if you ever played this game, you will have to face a gym leader, and they will have moves that will help cover its weaknesses. All of them have something that you can't just go in there with all grass type and beat this guy. He'll have a move. He'll have one move. It's like some fire rock move that he can counter grass types or whatever, or some kind of rock electric move or something. He always has something he can counter his weaknesses. So that's what they did with MMO. So we're facing Giovanni, and I'm just going to product plug there. There you go. Mega Drain should knock out most of his team. This should knock out him. That surprises the hell out of me, because Doug Trio's health is very low. We do replenish some of our health. That's good. Nidoqueen. So Nidoqueen is always a risk, because she has such good defense. I have that playthrough coming up after Sandshrew, the Nidoqueen and Nidoking. And I'm very curious to see which one of those is going to be the better one. And we use Mega Drain, knock out Rhydon. And now we have beaten Giovanni. So Giovanni is toast. We beat him. We're at level 52. So what I did is, because we're not really using the badge boost glitch, I think I gave myself all the rare candies. I might have saved one. Yeah, I only had 7. So I used 7 rare candies. And now I'm actually using a little bit of the badge boost glitch, just because I want to be able to outspeed and knock everything out. One hit knockout, very good. Rhyhorn, Mega Drain, one hit knockout, very good. Earthquake, one hit knockout, very good. I don't think I healed after, what's his name? After Giovanni. I don't think I healed, because now I'm looking at it, I'm really low on power points on some of my moves. And I don't understand why that would be unless I didn't heal. So I just realized I did not heal after that. I just left, gave all my rare candies to him, and went immediately to face my rival. So, great. Okay, so we're at an hour and 40 minutes, and we're walking into the Elite Four. So we are pacing very well. This is pacing along the lines of like Charizard and Rattata, whatever. So, really, the question is, can we get by Lorelei? I think if we get by Lorelei, the other three will be pretty easy. And I misclicked here, and I accidentally clicked. What I should have done is I needed the knockout Dugong, and then go and get Amnesia from Slowbro. So that's what I should have done, but I didn't do it because I'm an idiot. Regardless, not a big deal. And what I should have done here is I should have done Mega Drain. Mega Drain, I don't know why I didn't use Mega Drain. This guy's a rock ice or rock water, whatever it is. Mega Drain would have probably done a lot better. Not a big deal. It is what it is. So now we're going to do Earthquake. Now we're confused. This is awesome. Confused again. Awesome. Yeah, so what would have been great is if I just, done the right move so I can initiate the badge boost glitch to knock out the last two Pokemon. So I'm at 79 health. Now, Jinx is usually never an issue. Jinx is pretty easy. She got low defense. So now the question is, do I knock out... I take Blizzard like a boss, and then Rock Slide gets it's not even super effective. It's not even a critical hit. So we get by Lorelei. Lorelei's good, because Lorelei has been such a headache for the last couple runs I'd had. Very happy with that. So now we're facing Bruno. I think I lose to Bruno the first time. I think. I don't know if I have it left in here. But we get the one-hit knockout on Onix. Yeah, we do. I know. I can tell you why. We get frozen right here, which is the dumbest freaking luck in the world. So I just reset right now, and you can't get unfrozen in Gen 1. I can do whatever, unless he does Fire Punch, which there's no reason for him to do Fire Punch or something. Yeah, that is a reset. So I got beat by Bruno. I don't like to talk about Bruno, but we got beat by Bruno only because of a goddamn frozen mud. That's why, like I said earlier, having like 6 Pokemon is okay, because you can just switch to another one and use a full heal, and then you're good to go for the next battle. But in this one, if you get, like, I get paralyzed now. Now I'm paralyzed. So now I got to win the rest of this battle being paralyzed. And I'm probably going to be outsped by everyone. So, awesome. But Earthquake still does very good damage. It's not the end of the world. It does good damage. We're still doing well enough. This is why being a little bit higher leveled is very, very convenient. Mega Drain is going to bring back our health as soon as we hit one. So, yes. It's going to bring back most of our health. So now we can actually deal with Machamp properly. So Machamp doesn't do a lot of damage at all. Rock Slide. Let's see what Rock Slide does. And we miss. And we're paralyzed. And it's kind of sad that you can't submit a paralyzed Pokemon. Machamp. Really it is. Fissure. He tries Fissure. It fails. We get the win. It's not a way I'd like to beat Bruno. I like to just brute force, just destroy Bruno. But we'll take the win and move on. So now we're facing Agatha, where Agatha can do just about anything crazy to us that she wants. However, we have some good moves to counter Agatha. A flying type Pokemon, we got Rock Slide. Initiate a potion so they don't attack us. That's great. Don't paralyze us. Don't poison us. Don't nothing. Getting 3 knockouts. Earthquake is a one-hit, and Earthquake should one-hit the last Gengar. And we get the one-hit knockout. Excellent. So now we move on to Lance. Lance can be tough. He can be very tricky. But in this case, I think we have all the right moves to counter it. He starts out with a Gyarados. And there's a reason why I hung on the Rock Slide this long. Is Gyarados, Rock Slide is made to beat Gyarados. He's a flying water type, which doesn't make sense. He's clearly like a dragon, and he's on the dragon team. But Rock Slide is to beat Gyarados. He gets a 2-hit knockout, and I don't know why Elite Four members use Dragon Rage. It doesn't make sense. It only does 40 damage. You're facing Pokemon that are stronger than this. Okay, so now we use the Mimic properly. We use Agility to boost our stats. Okay, we did that the proper way this time, so now we're not... And I don't understand how we don't one-hit knockout that little son of a gun. And I do one more just for coverage purposes. And now we're gonna do Rock Slide. Doesn't knock it out, but it just initiates a lot of power. Dang, it is so close. We're just like a smidge off. Maybe one more level would have done this. Okay, so we do Rock Slide. It's a one-hit knockout for Aerodactyl because he is flying type. Dragonite. I'm going to try Rock Slide, see what it does. It's almost a one-hit. Now, if we went for Hyper Beam, we probably would have lost right there. But we didn't. So we tank it like a boss, and we beat Lance, and now we're on to face the champion. And here we go. Champion battle. We had a 1 hour and 47 minutes. Doing very good. Pidgeot. Double team. A double team is used just to boost our stats. We're going to do a couple of these. And he's getting ready for Sky Attack. He attacks with Sky Attack. It doesn't really do much. We're about to counter Sky Attack very well. It's okay that we take a little bit of damage because we have Rhydon coming up. And we got to face Alakazam first. So we have our stats boosted, so we outspeed and we one-hit knock out him. Perfect. Now, Rhydon's going to give us a replenishment of all of our health. Perfect. Now we're at full health with 3 Pokemon left. We're going to do Earthquake first. Earthquake's a one-hit knockout. That's perfect. The only thing that would screw us up right now is if we leveled up. That's really the only thing that would screw up this right now, is if we leveled up. Earthquake doesn't do squat right now. Didn't do squat. Now we're asleep, and this could be dangerous. This could be very dangerous. And we're still asleep. Was that 4 turns? And we wake up on the 5th. Let's try Rock Slide. Hypnosis again. Now we wake right up. It's good that we woke right up. And if we got Hypnosis one more time, that would have been bad. So now we have the champion's final Pokemon. And we're going to do Earthquake. Okay. Do very little damage. We get back some of our own. He uses Withdrawal, which is fine. We just need to get one more attack off. And we beat the champion. We beat our rival. We beat the champion. Kind of sloppy. Actually, I did lose the battle one time, and I remember now why. I didn't have a way to initiate the badge boost. I tried using Agility, and he kept doing something. I didn't really need to use Double Team. I don't remember why I did this, but what I had an extra. I know what happened. So I used Agility, and then I leveled up right after I beat Pidgeot. I used Agility, and right after I beat Pidgeot, I leveled up, and it totally killed my badge boost glitch. So I'm going to pause this real quick. So that killed my badge boost glitch, and then I had one more rare candy left. So I gave the rare candy, and then I decided just to do the TM just to make sure I got my things off that I needed to beat the Pokemon I needed. So the playthrough, 1 hour and 49 minutes and 24 seconds. Very solid playthrough. I was very surprised at this. I thought this was going to be like a 2-hour plus run, and it was not a 2-hour plus run. Ekans, Arbok, whatever you want to call it, whichever one you identify this run as, has a very good, has a very solid moveset. It has a very solid move pool that you can draw from to beat this game. And this is one, and I've had a couple of these pleasant surprises. I was pleasantly surprised by Rattata. I was very surprised by Ekans. These have been 2 very, very good yet surprising playthroughs that I've enjoyed. So that is my video. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And stay tuned for the Pikachu playthrough. I'll play as Pikachu, and I'll evolve it to Raichu and see how well he plays through. All right? Thanks. See ya. Bye.